This is the all-new Community Connection. I'm your host, Jade Harr, keeping you connected to our community. Well, Cardinal Ritter opens its doors every day to opportunity, possibility, potential, and excellence. They're opening the doors for us to take a closer look. I am joined today by Sandra Morton, who is the Director of Admissions at Cardinal Ritter College Prep High School.
Thank you. Yeah.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me this morning.
Absolutely. Talk about what we don't see every day in the sacred halls of Cardinal Ritter.
In the sacred halls of Cardinal Ritter, we see smiling faces. Mm-hmm. We see troubled faces. Mm. We see students who are just overwhelmed with their own thoughts about life. Mm-hmm. But that's what we're there for. We're there to help them work through that.
Sure. Now, you guys you're celebrating a milestone. Mm-hmm. What year?
This is 36.
You are celebrating your 36th year, a real milestone. But what really separates Cardinal Ritter from the other schools?
Well, we are predominantly African American, mm-hmm. but our doors are open to any and all students. But what really separates us is the nurturing environment that we have for each and every one of our students. They're ours when they come in that building, mm-hmm. and we do our best to care for them academically as well as emotionally and help them to meet their physical needs as well in their sports and other activities to build on their leadership skills.
Well, you guys are doing a good job because you've got several accolades and awards for the work that you're doing.
Yes.
Talk about some of the things that you've been celebrated for.
We are known as one of the Blue Ribbon schools in the state of Missouri.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
That we are a school with exemplary academics. Mm-hmm. And we've had that since the beginning of our doors opening on 5421 Thekla. Mm-hmm. And so we are proud to even grow more in the area of our academics. We've adopted new programs. We are starting the robotics program with St. Louis University. We have a new STEM initiative also through St. Louis University. And we are partnering with so many organizations in the area because of where we're located, mm-hmm. In the Grand Arts area. Ron Himes has come on board with us to work with our drama department, producing and directing. So there's a lot going on with Harris Stowe, Washington University, and UMSL as well.
I'm excited to hear your connection with the colleges, being that you are college prep and they can actually tie into the universities and institutions that are in and around, but also with the arts. Here you are with a Grand Center. They notice you, they know you're there, and they're working with you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's a beautiful thing. Now, academically heralded with this Blue Ribbon Award, that's not among African American schools or among Catholic schools. That's across the board.
Across the board. Mm-hmm. Across the country. Yes.
Across the country.
Yes.
What is your key area of excellence academically?
Leadership. Our key to leadership, we are really into building the students and giving them that confidence in what area they choose to go into, whether it's pre-med for biology or even into music mm-hmm. or the arts. It's just about giving them that confidence to academically soar and work in excellence.
So if we talk about, you said pre-med, so that, of course, piqued my interest. Mm-hmm. Are they coming up on their junior and senior years kind of clear what they want to do?
Not
or
all,
with some,
not everyone.
That doesn't happen,
no.
but they know what the possibilities are.
They do.
Say pre-med lets you know, well, one, I think with the tie-in with the universities, the educational institutions, that they at least can see the options.
Yes.
And not at a loss. And I say that because in and around our region, the hope and knowing that there's something beyond mm-hmm. the blocks and circumstance that we're in isn't always as clear.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we feel is important for us to do with the guidance program that we have. Show them their options, mm-hmm. Make sure the door is open for them and to let them know the door is open for them. If they pursue and put forth a good effort to make things happen for themselves, mm-hmm. it's going to be there for them.
Absolutely. So you have a guidance program. Tell me about that.
Yes. Well, the guidance program is pretty strong. Last year's academic class received over $4.5 million in scholarships to go to college. So that speaks volumes.
That's a nice pool of candidates.
Our guidance program.
Oh, yeah.
We have several universities and colleges that come to our campus to visit with our students, mm-hmm. as well as we prepare them to go to other universities and colleges to visit as well.
Is there an encouragement for our students to look into and pursue higher education right here in our region?
Definitely.
Incentive even.
There's a great incentive. We have an intern leadership program. It's a 6-year program that students are selected their sophomore year to go all the way through to their junior year. It's a career readiness program to help them learn how to interview, learn how to prepare for their resume, and to have a full intern paid position at a business here in St. Louis.
Well, a 6-year program speaks to the idea that you would be with them. They wouldn't be sent off on their own into the great big world, but that there's a continuum here, you know, from the sophomore year of high school even.
Yes.
Wow. What a foundation. Can you talk a little bit about the tenets, the foundation, the real heart of Cardinal Ritter?
The real heart of Cardinal Ritter is our family, our family atmosphere, culture. It's about making sure that the students feel included so that they can be successful. Because not everyone is going to be complete when they walk out the door, have it all together. It's about planting those seeds and making sure that they know, be confident. And if they're not as confident when something comes up in the real world, they're going to remember, I'm one of them. They're going to remember that this is what I learned when I was in high school at Cardinal Ritter.
Sure. In addition to being a part of the pride,
yes,
there is a lion pride around here.
Yes.
You know, folks will go, they don't mind showing out a little bit and making sure we know how proud and how good they feel about being a part of that family. But you also do have an impressive resume. So at the core of the school, if we were to say, hey, let me tell you a little bit about Cardinal Ritter for those who don't know.
Well, Cardinal Ritter is an institution for all students. We have several different programs in place for all students to get involved, whether it is any type of leadership program, our athletics program, which is top notch. We've taken.
How'd y'all do last year?
Well, last year, let me speak about this year.
Okay.
Because it's so current.
Most people have to go back to the trophy.
Not at all.
Okay, so let's talk about this year.
Our football team this year is 8-1.
Shut up.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're on a bye this week. Relaxing, resting, watching those tapes and getting ready for, going into the districts and so on and so forth. So,
right. You're going to make it to state?
I'm praying we make it to state.
Going to take state, we should be saying.
Yes.
We're going to take state.
Take state.
Excellent. In addition to football.
In addition to
football. How the ladies doing?
The ladies are doing good, revving up our basketball season. They're conditioning right now. A boys basketball team are revving up.
Nice.
Track. Oh my gosh.
Right.
This summer.
What you're known for.
We are known for our track. We came in first place. Yes. With several receiving several medals in the 800, the 1600. So we're doing good.
These are stamina races.
Yes.
Like a lion would. Absolutely. And that also creates some opportunities and avenues for the students. With open house this year, when you welcome someone at the door, what do you most want them to see and know as they leave and make their decision for where they want their students to go to high school?
We want them to know that their child will be taken care of at Cardinal Ritter. They will be cared for and nurtured, but also will receive an exemplary education.
A blue ribbon one at that.
Blue ribbon education. Open house is going to be very interactive this year.
Okay.
Our students and teachers are really going to showcase what Ritter is doing in the classroom.
We get to see them and see the evidence of the work
see the results as well as also be a part of what they're doing in the classroom. This year, our students have the Chromebooks as a tool for using in the classroom. So you're going to see a lot of interaction with the students showing what they use in the classroom with the Chromebooks. Some teachers are giving a display of the students' work. You have different displays in the athletic department, learning what's going on there because we have scholar athletes.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You most certainly do. So the invitation is you have a child that's 6th grade. Will we start looking that early?
Yes.
Wow.
6th grade is very important because we look back as far as 6th grade to make that determination for acceptance.
Is that right? What are you looking for?
We're looking for a student that is at least a 2.5 grade point average, C plus or higher, basic standardized test scores, and just in good standings with your school.
Right. If you're going to come into the student body, this family, we want you to be aware that those things do matter.
They do.
What about tuition? How is tuition based?
Currently, our tuition cost is about $8,400, which is the least expensive. Yes. In the region. And so we do offer tuition assistance to our families. We just ask for our families to complete an online service for us to get involved into the financial side. And
is that a FAFSA or
it's
FACS?
called FACS,
okay.
yes.
FACS,
and,
you work with FACS.
And it allows us to work with our parents to offer tuition assistance. Now, if you have a scholar in your house, 3.0 and higher, we offer some awesome scholarships for those students. Yes.
From middle to high, you offer scholarships for your school.
Yes.
Very impressive.
Yes.
That is very impressive. I appreciate that you emphasize the nurturing and support for the students. Academics across the board, yes, that's important. We want that. But why, in particular, for our African American students, for students in this region, is this nurturing support and acceptance focus so important?
It's about building the citizens of our community, and we want our students to be confident. We want our children to be confident and to know who they are when they're out in the community. With so much that's going on, we want them to know you are important. And so when you get that at home, you're going to get it at school. We're going to celebrate you as a African-American student here in our community. And that's what makes Cardinal Ritter very special.
Well, let me tell you, walking through the halls of the school, you could see that. You could see that even though, in addition to it being a Catholic school, that even the images and the representations of Christ and Catholicism and the journey there, they're in African-American references. They're references that look and feel like them. And I value that. Yeah. Everywhere they turn, there's affirmation about who they are.
Yes.
Now, do our children need to be Catholic to attend the school?
No, they do not. Over 80% of our students are non-Catholic. However, we are still able to maintain our Catholic faith-based education.
How do you keep that balance?
We have Mass once a month with which is Catholic Church. We celebrate together in our gym and we turn it into the sanctuary. And we also have prayer service. If it's not Mass, we turn it into a prayer service. We get the students involved with choraleers, which is our choir and our drummers, and they really get into it with the singing. And then also our students attend theology courses, 8 semesters of theology course if you come in as a freshman. And that's just really touching and getting to know, developing your relationship with God more than anything. And also they go on retreats together where they take time, separate and reflect and pray and Bible study and have fun as well. And then the other thing that's really important is that we pray every day.
I value that.
We start our day with prayer. If there's something going on in the community,
wait a minute, you got prayer in school?
Yes. We
say
have
it ain't so.
Yes.
and it hasn't ruined them to date.
It has not
in these
ruined them.
36 years.
36 years.
On the count of 3, I want you to describe the first student that comes to mind that gives you the most joy and pride as soon as you thought of them. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. One student in particular, she is a freshman and she lights up when she walks in the door. She came in for a tour her 8th grade year and told her mom, this is where I want to go. No other choice whatsoever. And mom says, okay. She has come in. She has taken initiative. She has stepped up her grades. She's a 4.0 student. And it's all because she felt the atmosphere of Cardinal Ritter. She said, I felt like I was home. And everyone welcomed me. And even when they didn't know me, they stopped and they talked to me. They spoke to me. I said, that's Cardinal Ritter. So when I think of her, it makes going to work even better.
How about that? And so what gets you up every day?
What wakes me up in the morning, first and foremost, is my God, of course.
Thanks.
Yes, amen. And then second of all, knowing that I can go into a job that helps me make a difference. Mm-hmm. It helps me to reach young people and help them to grow, because I was once there.
Well, really? Where'd you go to school?
I am an alumni of Cardinal Ritter College Preparatory High School, class of 87.
What? That is it. Sandra Morton, send out the invitation.
Great. Well, come and see us at Cardinal Ritter College Prep. We are having an open house November 8th, which is on a Sunday, from 12 to 4 p.m. And our address is 701 North Spring Avenue in the Grand Arts Center area.
Do we need to make an appointment or RSVP?
No, just come on through those doors and we will be happy to give you a tour of our school.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it. November 8th, 12 to 4 p.m. at 701 North Spring in the Grand Center area, Grand Arts Center area. Is there a phone number we can call for questions?
Most definitely. Also, if you want your child to shadow with us on the second and fourth Monday of the month, you can reach me at 314-446-5524.
446-5524, and that's shadowing on the second and fourth Monday of each month.
Yes.
Shadowing, do they need to be high schoolers for the shadow?
They can be middle school students or high school students.
Middle meaning 7th and 8th, or
7th and 8th grade.
7th and 8th in some cases. All right, we'll do 314-446-5524, 314-446-5524. Caller now. Leave a message if you need to, but make sure you get in the door to see this exceptional school, Cardinal Ritter College Preparatory High School.
Yes.
I am so glad to have you with us, Sandra Morton, Director of Admissions.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for this week. If you have questions or comments or have something you'd like to include in the community calendar, you can leave a message on our message box at 314-333-8369, 314-333-8369. And for more information about our show or any of our guests, you can visit us online and listen to the podcasts at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. And search Community Connection with Jade Harrell. You all be blessed, do blessed, and take care.